नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Shirama Mataji, Poli Mataji, Ruby Mataji, and Upendra Prabhu for joining, for taking out your valuable time. We are on session 21 of this book called Beginner's Guide to Krishna Consciousness. So we had 20 sessions so far, and today we'll talk about. We were at the section of preaching and book distribution yesterday. So, which is very, very important. And developing a system like monthly Sankirtan festival or developing some goals. Okay, that I will do book distribution once a month or once a week or something like that. Or I'll distribute 10 Gitas every month or something like that, which really helps. Or I will at least bring one new person to a program every time or every month, based on what our comfort level, we can take these challenges, and we must, for our own good. Because this is the movement of Lord Chaitanya, and to assist the mission of Lord Chaitanya, everyone, um, you know, if we do our part, then we get a lot of mercy. We get lots of mercy. The special grace of Lord Chaitanya, of Prabhupada, of all the Guru Parampara will certainly be on that person who is trying one's best to share. So with that, let's move on to the next portion, which is called Nagar Sankirtan. If anyone would like to read this section, that'll be great.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam. Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna devotees, Dhanvat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Nagar Sankirtana. When a group of devotees goes on the streets of a town or village and loudly sings the holy names of the Lord to the accompaniment of mridangas and kartalas, that is called Nagar Sankirtana. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, personally propagated Sankirtana. Sankirtan takes the mercy of Krishna's holy name to the spiritually dull mass of people and indeed to all living entities who would otherwise have no exposure to Krishna consciousness. Public chanting purifies the contaminated atmosphere of Kali Yuga, and anyone who takes part in it becomes dear to Lord Chaitanya. The more devotees that join the Sankirtana party, the better. Shall I continue, Prabhuji? But if many devotees But if many devotees are not available, even 3 of 4 devotees can go out, or even 2, even 1. Distribution of Srila Prabhupada's books and Krishna Prasada make the Sankirtana party even more transcendentally enlivening. If you use a megaphone, more conditioned living entities will benefit from hearing the holy name. You can also take out colorful banners and flags to enhance the festive mood. Go on Harinama Sankirtana as often as possible. for as long as possible and just see how like Lord Chaitanya bless you. Haribol. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Um, Anyone has any thoughts about Harinam Sankirtana? Nagar Sankirtan. Nagar means town. Prithivityachi Nagar Adi Gram Sarvatra Prachar Hoy Mera Naam. So, as mentioned here, if anyone goes out for Nagar Sankirtan or congregational Kirtan in public places, to the people who are not, you know, who are not kind of there to hear the holy name, like you go to let's say outside a mall, right? Or on a beach, like we have the Rath Yatra, or in a public place where people are there for basically sense gratification, eating, shopping, you know, or wasting their time, energy, money, consciousness. And if they hear the holy name, their bhakti has started. So making it festival, Sankirtan festival by some distributing prasad, some cookies, some pamphlet, books. Um, People love it because everyone likes sound, music, and it is so transcendental vibration. I remember some experiences with His Holiness Mahavishnu Swami Maharaj when he came to Tampa, and he has a vow to every day go for public Sankirtan. It was so amazing. We went to the certain areas where people were drunk also. But they were chanting, dancing. And before that, we also went to the downtown area. I think some of you joined. We had one time an event in the Sankirtan. People were waving hands, people were responding, people were dancing across the river. It was so beautiful. People took prasad, people took some literatures. I certainly feel that we should do more of that. It's very doable, like how we have the monthly Sankirtan festival focused around book distribution. We should also have some events focused around holy name distribution, which means Sankirtan. Of course, we can distribute books there. Of course, we can distribute prasad there, but the focus will be public kirtan, right? Like at the MSF, the focus is books. Of course, we turn on the kirtan, we turn on, we distribute prasad, but so please think about it and let's try to do that at least once a month is very doable. Um, Even kids can participate, elders can participate. Downtown is a very good area to do that. And I see His Grace Vashishika Prabhu also when I went to Silicon Valley for a few days. I attended their Sankirtan event. So they set up a very nice system where devotees are chanting, some devotees are distributing books, and at the end there is like dinner prasad for everyone, mm, for everyone. So it's more like a picnic. It's like a fun event, like a festival basically. Because in bhakti actually every day is a festival. Every step is a dance. That's spiritual world. One feels like spiritual world. So I and we are blessed to be in a place where the weather is not so harsh. It is not like extreme cold or snowy, which in half the country the weather is so harsh. So we must certainly take advantage of the facility and the system which Krishna has blessed us with. Otherwise, some devotees in Russia, Ukraine, even in harsh climate, harsh, war condition, they're still going out. What reason we have to not go out? We must certainly think about it and try, and it will certainly help. Mm. Um,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, sorry about that. I was about to message Vanilla Mataji, but I did to everyone. Sorry about that, Prabhuji.
Oh, no worries. Um, Anyone has any thoughts, comments, suggestions about Nagar Sankirtan?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, when we came to Tampa, we were looking for association, ISKCON congregation, and within 2-3 days there was Rath Yatra in a temple, and we came across the ISKCON devotees uh, mm, for only the Nagar Sankirtan, like before the chariot ISKCON devotees, senior devotees like Sri Dama Prabhu, Haswati Mataji, Namananda Chaitanya Prabhu was there. They are doing kirtan, and we are also looking for Upendra Prabhu was in service, some service. So me and Ayush came I was running. Ayush told me, why you are so rush. Uh, all our people going and you are just running. It's looking so weird, but I told, oh, yeah, I have to meet them, I have to talk with them because we need the association. And only from the Sankirtan only we got the ISKCON congregation and made them, talk with them. And yes, Prabhuji.
Wonderful. Wonderful. That's so inspiring. Yes, many, many devotees come. So I encourage, to let's plan a Sankirtan event every month or every other month. Let's start because I don't know when was the last one, and try to figure out places and different places. Sometimes North Tampa, South Tampa, East Tampa, or West Tampa. Some events we have like the Clearwater Rath Yatra is coming, the July Rath Yatra. We can also have it at a busier place where more people will kind of um, um, will get to hear the holy name. You know, if we plan in advance, we can also get police support and stuff. So we must do it. That's the whole mood. At Prabhupada's time, devotees were going out every day, in every temple. Now, unfortunately, it's not that prevalent uh, because we are so busy in our lives. I'm not saying that's wrong or anything, but at least we can do once a month, right? Even though everyone is busy, but this is the Yoga Dharma. Harinam Sankirtan. This is the Yoga Dharma. So we must try our best, and people are waiting. People are waiting. As Vishishka Prabhu says that people are waiting. When will the messengers of God Nitai come and knock their doors? There are many, many people who are waiting to hear the holy name. So I encourage, maybe Mataji's take the lead in this, and plan the event. Plan, we can distribute some simple prasad, we can distribute some small books, and in a very festival mood, we can do some hangings also with Harinam or some Jagannath picture or something. All of you are so creative, so talented in multiple ways. Mm. And I'm sure at least 5, 7 devotees will join. The more, the merrier. But even if a few join, it's great. Think of what are the potential venues. Some areas we don't need permission, like the downtown we had, and it's a busy place too. Mm. It's the best time also. It's not very hot. It's not very cold. The weather is perfect. So I would highly encourage maybe Mataji's take the lead. Think of something, and we can end with the evening prasad. Like do maybe an hour or two public kirtan, play some book distribution, and in the end, prasad distribution for whoever comes and also for the public. That's how it happens in Silicon Valley also. And when, if need be, I mean, when one person has sincere desire, more and more people come and join the team. We have so many talented devotees, so many instrument players, Mridanga, Kartal. Let's use that energy in the service of Lord at least once a month. So, any other thoughts before we move to the next topic?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna everyone.
Hare
Even me and Varun joined this community when Ekant Prabhu and Sudhir Gattu Prabhu were distributing the books at Taza Mart. So that's how we joined, and we are so glad that we joined. Yeah, Prabhu. Hare
Wow,
Krishna.
this is very amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you for your sincerity. When is Varun Prabhu coming back?
Maybe in March, second week.
In March. Oh, so almost
Yeah.
a month from now.
Yeah. So you were asking about something, right, Prabhu?
Yes, yes, the conscious. Some devotees wanted conscious. Did anyone reach out to you, or is anyone coordinating that?
No, no, Prabhu.
Okay. Yeah, I think if someone is interested, one has to like show their eagerness to go to those who want should show their eagerness to begin the process to coordinate. It's doable, but someone has to show the eagerness if you want it. Okay, but thank you for sharing that. This the book distribution event, Kirtan. So every devotee has a different journey, and some come through book distribution, some through prasad distribution, some through public sankirtan, some through a home program, some through Damodar program. So we should try all options because we don't know um, how, when, where someone will be inspired, but we should try all options in a balanced way, right? It's not that, oh, I like kirtan, so I'll do just kirtan, right? In a balanced way, it has to be approached, and Krishna will help. And the beauty of Krishna consciousness is that every program, book distribution can be incorporated. Every program kirtan is incorporated. Every program prasadam is incorporated. So one can use their skills in every way in every program because they all go very much hand in hand. Okay, so let's see what the game plan Mataji's come up with. I'll look forward to hearing someday some event planned by our Mataji's team. Let's move to the next topic, Ekadashi. Would anyone like to read this? And by the way, these are just like summary, like this is not like the whole thing about public Sankirtan. Same Ekadashi, it's like a one page. One can have like the whole book about Ekadashi. There are actually, but this is just giving like a brief summary of that topic. Yes, Shiroma Mataji, please.
Uh, Ekadashi is a day of fasting that all devotees observe. Failure to do so is a serious offense. There are two Ekadashis every month, on the 11th day after the new moon and on the 11th day after the full moon. Ekadashi literally means the 11th day. Srila Prabhupada usually observed the Ekadashi fast in the simplest manner prescribed in scripture by refraining from eating grains, beans, peas, and dahi. Some devotees eat only fruit on Ekadashi, some take only water, and some fully fast. This is called Nirjala Vrata, literally the vow of not taking even water. Devotees must avoid the following foods on Ekadashi: all grains, wheat, rice, etc., dahi, peas, vegetables in the bean family, and mustard seeds, along with foods that are derivatives of these items: wheat flour, mustard oil, soybean oil, etc., and foods containing these products. For instance, we should be careful to avoid using any powdered spices that are mixed with flour. One should break the Ekadashi fast the next day, Dwadashi, by taking prasad prepared with grains. The fast must be broken within a specific interval between 5 a.m. and 9 a.m., for example. For the dates of Ekadashis and the times for breaking fasts, consult the Vaishnav calendar, which is available from any ISKCON center. One should be careful to consult only the calendar used by ISKCON, since dates for Ekadashi and other important festivals may vary according to the system of calculation used by Pandits in other sampradayas. The real purpose of observing Ekadashi is, however, not simply to fast, but to increase the time we spend hearing and chanting about Krishna. Srila Prabhupada recommended that devotees with sufficient time chant 25 or more rounds of japa on Ekadashi. Shaving and cutting of one's nails is also forbidden on Ekadashi. Oh. Thank you, Prabhuji. Back to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, so we'll write down, and all of you will help to write down. If anyone wants to share, maybe everyone can share at least one point, like what are the do's, don'ts on Ekadashi? What is Ekadashi? You have to share with someone about Ekadashi. Maybe everyone can share one point. What?
Taking more rounds in Karushi Dev Babaji.
Okay, chant more rounds, right? So, as mentioned, Prabhupada mentioned 25 plus, right? One should try to chant more rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, because it's a very spiritual day. Madhava Tithi, Bhakti Janani, Yatani, Adar Khori. One should take advantage of. Like, let's say, like there are some days where there is extra sale. People do take advantage of it, right? If like 30% extra discount, won't everyone go on that day? If a store says, oh, this product is $100, but if you come on the first of the month, okay, if you come on first of the month, that same product you'll get for $70. Will everyone go if we need that product? Yes. Like Holi sale, Diwali sale, people take extra, right? Because they know that they'll use that dal anyways in 2-3 months. So why don't we take a little bit extra? So same as Ekadashi. Why don't we take a little extra, because it's like building it's more spiritual wealth. Very nice. What else? Follow Vrata.
We have to avoid grains, Prabhuji.
Fasting. So grains, beans, etc. There are other things. So there are basically 3 kinds of fast. Nirjala, it's without any water. Then with water or with phal, safala. And then there is at least avoid the grains. So depending upon one's age, desires, austerity, situations, etc., one should try one's best. But the goal is to not just fast and sleep, but to fast and do more devotional service. And if one feels that, oh, I'll not like eating some foods which are allowed in during the Ekadashi time, and one will be able to do better devotional service, that's great. Yeah, to gain control over the mind and the senses, very nice, and channel it towards spiritual progression. Thank you. Dr. Hariniji mentioned that. There are health benefits also. Yes, health benefits. Those are like, you can say, secondary or tertiary benefits which one gets by fasting, because fasting there's been like Nobel Prize on this topic, how fasting promotes health, and a lot of research is going on. So it's very healthy also. This is more for someone who say, why are you fasting? Well, even from a mundane material sense, it's very healthy. Hmm. What else? That point I'll put a little bit down. Healthy for material body too. Hmm. Hmm. Destroys bad cells.
Prabhuji, who has the deities, they can change the dresses like we do during the Ekadashis. Bathing our Gornitai and then change the dresses. Ekadashi days.
Okay, so maybe like do more reading, hearing, chanting, archana or deity worship. So all the 9 limbs, you can say. And then from the also mention avoid shaving, cutting hairs, nails on that day. Avoid, as we learned here, one should avoid that. So the goal basically is to focus more on spiritual activities, right? And follow the parent time. So one should use the ISKCON calendar for parana. What time? So one should be aware in advance, right? Sometimes generally it's good 2-3 hours slot is there, but sometimes it could be a narrower window too. So one should be mindful of that, and try to break fast with Krishna Prasad. So one should have some dry prasad, like because sometimes the parent time, let's say, like 6 to 7, and one may have not cooked fresh. So one can even use some dry, like Jagannath prasad or khaja is like the things which last very long, or things like that.
Prabhuji Nirmalya, Jagannath Nirmalya.
Nirmalya, can you
Like
elaborate?
dry Mahaprasad, like dry rice grain of Jagannath Puri Mahaprasad.
Yes, yes. Yeah, that's called Mahaprasad. Nirmalya is the word is used a little bit different. Nirmalya is more like DT dressing or DT, objects and stuff like that. But yeah, that's Mahaprasad and that can be used. Absolutely. In fact, I remember both of you brought those khaja, and we use it every time after Ekadashi, we use it and we remember you.
Prabhuji, in Odisha, in Jagannath Puri, the dried rice, means the rice, Mahaprasad rice, they have dried it and packed in a red cloth. And they told us it's called there as Nirmalya. And
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Very nice. That's very nice.
and also Prabhuji, we should not pluck the Tulsi Maharani leaves or manjaris on Ekadasi and Dwadasi days.
Very
nice.
Also, Prabhuji, we can offer, we offer regular prasadam to Krishna on Ekadashi days, but the next day we honor the prasadam. So it's not like that Krishna will take Ekadashi prasadam. Krishna can take anything in the Ekadashi days even.
Yes, we can offer, and we should offer the regular sad, to the deities. That's absolutely fine. Okay, I think that covers, and it's the 11th day of both the waxing and the waning moon, so comes once every 15 days approximately. And there's one Ekadashi called the Pandam Nirjala Ekadashi, which comes in the June time approximately. So that's the long story for that, but if one can do that Nirjala, that really helps. Yeah, and I think we should also, as a take home, like we should remind people in our group community, oh, tomorrow is Ekadashi, and if we can develop some system like a monthly, like or like an annual calendar, that these are the Ekadashi, these are the parent times. So I'm kind of waiting, requested one devotee to do that. I'm waiting to, it'll be nice to communicate that well in advance and send a little bit reminder, oh, tomorrow is Ekadashi and the parent time, next day is this. It really helps to, because everyone may not have, or even if they have apps, it's just like free for all, but still, people like reminders. So we should try. Shravataji, you raised hand for something? Any comments, thoughts about Ekadashi anyone else has? Do not consume tea, tobacco.
Prabhuji, my hand was raised, Prabhu, and I
Okay,
wanted
from
to
the
read.
previous. Okay, sure. Yes, I think all these
Prabhuji,
are.
sorry.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, not Pranam. So, sorry, I didn't check if it is already covered, but I just wanted to share. To know more about, to read about that particular Ekadashi, like for example, Bhishma Ekadashi, then we get to know more about Bhishma Dev on why are we celebrating it and so forth, Prabhuji. So it's good to read about the background of that Ekadashi. I just wanted to share. Hare Krishna.
Yes, there is a story connected from the bona fide scriptures about every Ekadashi. But somehow Prabhupada didn't encourage that a lot. Um, Although those stories are not incorrect, it's conversation basically between the Pandavas and Lord Krishna. But often there is sometimes like a material kind of, oh, if anyone does this Ekadashi, then they will get free from the sin of killing a cow or killing a brahmana, or sometime they'll get abundant wealth, they'll get upper planets. So, you know, um, so Prabhupada didn't encourage that a lot. But if someone reads, I mean, it's all Puranas and it's some devotees do read that, so it is fine. But again, the focus is to somehow focus more on the spiritual elements of the Kadashi. So the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. So very nice. Let's move to the next part. Chaturmasya and Damodar Vrata. Anyone would like to read this section?
I can read Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna devotees, Sandavat Pranamal goes to Srila Prabhupada. Chaturmasya and Damodar Vrata. Chaturmasya is a 4-month period of austerity observed during the rainy season. Traditionally, during the monsoon, those sadhus and sannyasis who travel from place to place to enlighten the general populace stop their wanderings and remain in a holy place for 4 months to worship the Lord with vows of austerity. However, members of ISKCON, on the order of Srila Prabhupada, do not stop their intensive preaching activities during the rainy season and therefore do not observe severe Chaturmasya vows. They may observe the following dietary restrictions. During the first month, they do not eat cooked green leafy vegetables. During the second month, yogurt. During the third month, milk. And during the fourth month, urad dal. Devotees observe the Chaturmasya period during the 4 months of the rainy season in India, approximately July through October. Chaturmasya extends from Sayana Ekadashi in the month of Asadha to Uttara Ekadashi in the month of Kartika, or from Asadha Purnima to Kartika Purnima, or simply from the start of the month of Shravana to the end of Kartika. Consult the Vaishnava calendar for the exact dates. Will I read, Prabhu, or stop? The 4th month of Chaturmasya, Kartika, is dedicated to Lord Krishna in his Damodar form and is known as Damodara month. The name Damodara, literally he with a rope, Dama, around his belly, Udara, refers to a pastime of Krishna's in which his mother, Yashoda, tied him up with a rope around his belly to punish him for some mischief. Back to you, Prabhu. If anyone wants to read or
Oh,
oh,
okay.
the,
Yes, like few lines left.
okay. During during Kartika, many Vaishnavas go to Vrindavan and reside there for the whole month. Following special vows in the temples, a picture of Damodara and Ashoda is placed on the altar, and morning and evening, all devotees individually offer ghee lamps to the deities from outside the deity room, while congregationally singing the Damodara Ashtaka, sea songs of the Vaishnava Acharyas. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. So I think this month, Kartik Damodar month, is very, very auspicious, favorite of for most devotees because it's full of festival. It's a festival to offer lamp every day, of sing Damodar Ashtakam, and I have hardly seen a devotee who is not looking forward to Kartik month. Because it's such a beautiful month. There are a lot of yatras in this month. There are a lot of holy pilgrimages, a lot of festivals, Govardhan Puja and Raslila and Go Puja, and so many festivals come during this holy month. And I think in ISKCON temple also we celebrate that with great joy. So many every day almost there is a program, and so many even people are very pious. The mood to host programs, the mood to serve, the mood to invite others, the mood to do charity, all that is very high. So it's beautiful in short in every way, and a great opportunity to make rapid spiritual progress. And prior to that, there's the Chaturmas. Chatur means four, the 4 month. As you know, earlier, the travel was primarily by foot or walking. Mm. And the rainy season is not a great time to walk. It's flooded in some areas. Snakes and the diseases are, more infections and stuff are more in the moisture water. Um, so at that time, it's not recommended for travel. And, we're talking about a couple of 100 years back. So typically, grihasthas anyways, they don't travel, they stay in their house. But the sannyasis, the traveling preachers, the monks, the brahmacharis, they would not travel at that time. And they would use that time to intensify their own, like re-energize themselves. So we all need that time. Many sannyasis were saying that COVID was that time because for them to re-energize themselves because they couldn't travel. So it was kind of a blessing in disguise, right? Because constantly travel takes a lot of toll on the body. and so one needs that time. So Kartik month should be that time for everyone, whether one is Grihastha or, in short, make the most of these months, especially the Kartik month. Any other thoughts on Kartik month or Chaturmas or okay, read the festival section. Anyone who would like to read this festivals?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Prabhuji, I'm ready. Hare Krishna devotees, turn pranam, all glory to Srila Prabhupada. Festivals. Every day in Krishna consciousness is a festival. Singing and dancing in sanity, company, realizing the beauty of the deity, devotees daily celebrate the bliss of serving Krishna. Still, devotees observe special festivals on the appearance days of the Lord, His incarnation, and His great devotees, as well as on those days commemorating His special Leelas pastimes. Festivals revive and nourish our bhakti and are thus considered the mother of devotion. They are joyous occasions for devotees to come together and glorify Krishna. Devotees who, for whatever reason, cannot regularly visit ISKCON centers often make it a point to attend on festival days. Devotees living at home, far from an ISKCON center, can arrange a festival according to their means and invite their neighbors to share the bliss of Krishna consciousness. To celebrate a festival, devotees decorate the temple room and cook large quantities of semtums food, which they offer to Krishna and distribute liberally. Continuous hearing and chanting of the glories of Krishna and his devotees surcharge the atmosphere with spiritual sound. Festival days are especially suitable for performing devotional dramas and going out on Nagar Sankirtan. They are also suitable occasions for offering new garments to the deities. Devotees observe many festivals by fasting up to a certain time and then feasting. They generally sing bhajans appropriate for the particular festival, as well as, of course, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. For instance, on the disappearance day of a great Vaishnava, devotees sing the song beginning Je Anilo Premandhana, which expresses the intense mood of separation from departed Vaishnavas. Similarly, at festivals, devotees read relevant passages and may also perform appropriate dramas. For instance, on Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's appearance day, they read or recite accounts of his transcendental activities. On Govardhan Puja Day, they read the chapter entitled Worshipping Govardhan Hill from Srila Prabhupada's book, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If there is a recorded lecture by Srila Prabhupada speaking on a specific special festival day, they may play that. These recordings are available in a series called Festivals with Srila Prabhupada. What follows is a list of some of the major festivals that ISKCON devotees observe, beginning with Gaurapurnima, which is the appearance anniversary of Lord Chaitanya and the first day of the Gaudiya Vaishnava year. You can find the exact date of each festival in the ISKCON calendar. As with Ekadashi, the dates are calculated according to the lunar calendar, and those vary each year on the Gregorian calendar. Gregorian calendar. Guru Purnima, the appearance day
Okay.
of
Thank you, Prabhu. Let's see. We have quite a few festivals here. Maybe we'll cover these specific festivals tomorrow. I will try to cover all these festivals. These are the major ones. So we'll cover it tomorrow. But the principle, which Rupinder Prabhu just read, the idea is that festival, the word is utsava. Amongst the 64 limbs of bhakti, one is to celebrate festival because it brings enthusiasm, utsaha. It creates an impression, right? Does anyone recall from their childhood some impressions of festivals, like good impressions, like cultural or spiritual, or something your mother, father, grandfather, grandmother used to do for that festival? Anyone wants to share that? And you have a very strong memory or some impression of that? Yes, Shiva, want to share?
Prabhuji, yes, Prabhuji, if for Sankranti, the kites, we try to make, and that's a kind of an impression. And even for our Ganesh Chaturthi, like actually there are a lot. I'll give a chance to others too. Even for Diwali, we used to go buy, and then the previous night we buy, and then the whole day, 24 hours, we used to dry it out outside. That way, that night when we lit, it has to glow good, right? It shouldn't be wet so that it doesn't glow good. So for it to glow good, for to ignite and everything, we used to dry. So that's kind of impression, Bhuj. For Ganesh Chaturthi, for the patri, we call it as patri, like all the leaves and the fruits and so forth, right? We used to, my dad and my sister and myself, we used to go in the village. We used to get the leaves from the trees within our boundary, like neem, not neem, sorry, goa, pomegranate, and so forth. So lots of them. Hare Krishna.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. So the festival, ISKCON especially is like a moment of festivals. Every month there is like, on an average, if you say like 2 festivals at least, minimum, I'm saying. And of course, in special months like the Damodar month, there is like every day is a festival. And actually that's what the topic begins. Every day is a festival because every day it begins with singing, chanting, dancing, you know. Um, there is so much fun, bhakti, joy, happiness in Krishna consciousness. So every day is a festival, every step is a dance, every word is a song, and that becomes spiritual world. But nonetheless, for special days, we must celebrate in a special way, right? Like bathing the deities, changing the dress of the deities, going to the temples. If not the temple, then congregate at home or someone's home. If there's no holiday, like yeah, we are in US, then we may not have Janmashtami holiday. At least then do on the weekend, if not, right? Um, or other Govardhan Puja, like in India, we'll get a lot of holidays to celebrate Holi, Diwali, but here we'll not get holiday um, for the Shara, Holi, Diwali. But still, we must try our best. Mm. To celebrate that and pass on that impressions. Otherwise, And not just the rituals, like do this, do that, but make it like a spiritual. So one should dress nicely, the deities and oneself, like wear fresh, clean clothes, because everything creates a mood. One can celebrate festivals in shorts and t-shirt, right? One can, but it won't create that mood, huh? Right? One can celebrate in a night pajama also, right? But everything matters, right? One will say, well, after all, it's consciousness. No, our everything matters, right? Mm. So creating that mood, creating that environment, cleaning the home, cleaning the heart, um, doing something special, some special decorations, some special food items, some special bhoga items. So it should look, oh, it's today something special. Okay, what is it? Let's read about it. Let's hear Prabhupada's class about it. Let's understand the spiritual significance of why are we doing. We're not just doing something randomly. Read about it, hear about it. So many lectures are available. Um, that's the mood. So we have the upcoming festival, like the Triyadashi, followed by Gaur Purnima, and Rishin Chaturdashi. So many festivals come. Mhm. Rath Yatra, Janmashtami, Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja, etc., etc. So we will read a little bit about these tomorrow, as mentioned in the book. But as this is just like a quick highlight. For more details, you can hear classes on those specific. And one can also hear, let's say, a festival is coming, and one can hear lectures in advance about it to develop that mood. Like Nityantradashi is coming in a week or so. One can hear lectures about Lord Nityananda Mahaprabhu. Then Chaitanya Charitamrita, then Gaur Purnima coming, Ram Navami coming. One can plan that way. We have easy access to all those materials. Any thoughts about festivals? Any comments anyone has?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yes, ma'am.
I just would like to share my childhood experience. I have very good memories of my mom. Mm, she used to have big festival for Janmashtami, and she made lot of prasadam for dry prasadam. So next day the Nanda Utsav. So he used to make the Janmashtami like at 12 o'clock, the way the temple does. So she followed that the same protocol, and at 12 o'clock I still remember that in our family all the members woke up until 12, and then she bathed Radha Krishna. It was very nice experience I had. And the next day in Nanda Utsav, she used to make palm badal, coconut laddus, all the chira, everything. And then we used to distribute to our neighbors and Janmashtami program. And then she also used to do annakut, and invited in our house many people, just in the banana, it's in a banana leaf, stood give prasadam in the banana leaf. People are sitting in a row and having annakut prasad Krishna. So I have very good memories on those festivals. There are a lot of festivals she used to do related to Krishna's, like Gaur Purnima, everything. And then my sister, still now, she only able to do in our house the Janmashtami, not the other festival, but she does Janmashtami. Only my sister is left there in our house. So those are very good memories I'd like to share, my childhood
Thank
memories.
you. Thank you so much, Mataji, for sharing that. Yes, this is amazing, and we have to pass on. This is, what we have received, and as they say, leave the world in a better place than you got, right? So we have got so much from our parents, our spiritual parents, right? So we must pass on this legacy, this heritage. That's basically sanskara, right? Those impressions. And childhood is the best time because whatever impressions, like as some of you shared example that happened like maybe 30, 40 years back, but that's so deep in our heart and our memories, right? Um, and these are just one of the hundreds, right? So
Yes, Prabhu.
festivals are very important. Okay, any other thoughts before we wrap up for today? Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll continue tomorrow. Jagat Guru Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Samavit Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha, Tatanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah. Hari Bol. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.